Let me know when you guys want me to ping.
Yeah, you can ping right now.
Okay, I got you.
But you already did it.
Nope.
Shit, I was about to say, damn, Infinity lost his aura, only a 19 man. So for the recording, it's me versus Goons. I'm taking a position that God exists. He's pretty sure taking a negation. Goons, you believe that God doesn't exist, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. I posted the argument in VC scans.
Okay, what VC scans? Okay. Do you want to like read out the argument for the audience, I guess?
I mean, it's a pretty long argument. I don't feel like doing that.
Okay. I guess I'll just go through this. Okay. P1, our essence is identical to our existence, or our existence is distinct from our existence. Okay, what's the justification for premise 1?
Essence is identical with existence. You would not be able to identify X person from Y person. Therefore, they're non-identical.
Okay. Okay. Sure, I'd grant that. P2, our essence is not identical to our existence. Yeah, I grant that. Conclusion, therefore, our existence is distinct from our essence. Sure. Yeah, I grant that. Let's see. P1 or P4 is if our essence is distinct from our existence, then the essence is non-existent. What does that mean?
If essence is non-identical with existence, that means it's non-identical with existence. It's just tautological. It's just saying if X isn't X, then it isn't X. Simple.
Oh yeah, then yeah, that's just tautologically true. Okay.
Wait, give me 2 seconds. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm just reading through this. Okay. I need a little bit clarity on P4 for the after the second conclusion.
You said P4 for what?
Yeah, after the second conclusion, what's the justification for P4?
Hold on, let me see. Just to clarify, you're talking about if whatever property is said of us is identical to our existence, and such property cannot account for a real distinction.
Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean by real distinction there. And then there's also going to be a little bit of modal language, so
Hey, like I'm to the second one. So the argument for P4 is literally the same as the original argument that I gave. If X is identical with X, then you cannot give a real distinction between X and X because they are identical with each other. There's no distinction if they're identical with each other.
Sure. Well, okay. Are you saying this is tautologically true?
Yes, X is X. Okay, therefore, there's no distinct.
Okay, so is this okay? This is just okay. Then this is just a repetitive premise, right? Are you just using this for the next?
Yes.
Okay, awesome.
And then you said it was indicative of modal language. What were you saying there?
Yeah. When you said cannot, right? That's going to be like a modal term.
Which premise are you talking about?
In P4, the word cannot. Then such property cannot account for a real distinction.
Oh yeah, well yeah. if we accept the laws of logic to be true, I don't know if you do, but if we accept the laws of logic to be true, that means X is identical with X. There cannot be any real
Wait, what?
distinction between X and X.
Which laws of logic?
The law of identity.
Are you talking about the classical laws of logic? You know, there's like a bunch of different logics, right?
Yes. Classical
Okay,
laws.
the classical logic. Okay, so if you grant the classical logic,
Yes, I said the law of
P4
identity,
is
yeah.
justified. And then P5 is if such property cannot account for a real distinction, then we have no way to account for a real distinction between purely existent beings. What's the justification for the inference in P5?
The inference, as in why is it valid?
No, I wasn't asking why it's valid, right? So you're saying if then statement. I just wonder, like, I'm asking why should I sign up on this conditional?
So the reason why it's true is because, like I said, it's literally just the same as the original arguments. If X is X, then there's no real distinction between X and X analytically. Therefore, we have to account for a distinction between the essence. The essence is the state of affairs or set of properties that a existence has. So me and you both exist. We have distinct essence. My essence is to be infinity, for example, and your essence is to be goons. That is the distinction between us two. We cannot account for a distinction purely via existence alone, but instead via essence.
Yeah. Okay, then I would obviously grant that. Yeah. C2. Therefore, if whatever property is not, then that's just stating the conclusion, obviously. P6. If properties are distinguished from existence, then we are attributing non-existence to non-existence. Hence a contradiction. P7. Properties are distinguished. Okay, I grant P7. Let's see. Therefore, we attribute non-existence, hence a contradiction. Case for C3, first syllogism being God. Wait, so you're saying, okay, case for C3 of the first syllogism being God. And C3 is, therefore, we are attributing non-existence to existence, hence a contradiction. And then we'll go down to P1.
My bad. What was the question?
Yeah, it's unclear. It says case for C3 for the first syllogism of God. What's the conclusion?
Yes, it's just giving an argument for C3.
Oh,
C3
okay.
being the following. Therefore,
wait. Under this is C3. Wait, under this is the justification
no.
for C3.
C3 is the following. Yeah, that's justification.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a justification for C3.
Yes.
Just to be clear, you know the conclusion is supposed to be that God exists, right?
Yes.
Okay, you understand here. Hold on. Wait, let me finish the sentence. Wait, can I just finish? Okay, so I asked you, right, for an argument that establishes the conclusion that God exists. And just to be clear, the final conclusion here is, therefore, this contradicts the totality as the totality is said to be contained in all contingencies. So just to be clear, Infinity. Wait, well, calm down. Calm down. So just to be clear, Infinity.
I just want to be
this is actually.
Wait,
sorry, I don't know why you want to get loud. Right, just calm down. Right, so I'll ask the question again. Just calm down. So I'll ask the question again, Infinity.
So just to be clear, because I'm not about to have a spurg off. This is the reason why I interjected you. I'm going to verbalize the conclusion, which is that God exists. The argument I sent doesn't lay out the conclusion that God exists. However, the premises justify God's existence. It is saying that since essence is not in virtue of existence, there has to be an enabler of essence, which I would label as God. This is why you let someone finish, Goons. I wanted you to read out the premises to yourself because it's a long argument, and then I was going to read out the conclusion so you can understand it. I don't want to lead out into an inconclusive or incomprehensible debate, so I don't want to allow Mike. And I can't even allow Mike. My mic isn't loud. So can we speak cordially like we were before? There's no reason to allow Mike.
Yeah, so just to be clear to everybody in here, the reason Infinity muted me, right, is because he's insecure and he realized he blundered, right? I asked for a conclusion.
Okay, so just to be clear, the reason why...
Wait, no, Infinity, by the way, wait. I was going to say, so Sakazuki asked me to be mod. Obviously, like, I'm not going to use a talking stick. I think both of you guys are mature enough to, like, operate, like, honestly, I'm just going to mute and interject if, like, you guys are just, like, making each other inaudible. But like,
So, by the way, for the chat, all Goons does is interject and loud mic people because he's insecure about his base rhetoric. He doesn't.
Yeah, I mean that's like it's cool when you can say no, right? Because you have a non-novel insult. Just calm down there. So I'll ask the question again, right? What's going to be the well? Hold on, just calm down. Because I'm gonna overtalk you, right? And I'm gonna be very clear here, okay? So I'm gonna turn my mic back down. You brain dead fucking retard, because you know you're gonna obliterate in the conversation. I'll go through it again, right? Because you know you're intellectually and rhetorically outpaced, right? The question is, how do we make an inference, right, to the conclusion that God exists based on this conclusion? What's the inference there? Because he didn't provide an argument for that, you brain dead fucking retard.
So I obviously did provide an argument for that, you brain dead fucking retard. The argument is that since essence is non-identical with existence, and essence is not in virtue of existence, there has to be an enabler of essence, which I will label as God. That's the argument. I've already said this. You need to fucking track.
Wait, what's the inference rule there? What's the inference rule there? What's the inference rule?
I laid the inference rule out in chat, dumbass.
Okay, no, wait, you didn't lay out the inference rule for the conclusion that God exists, you dumb fuck. The only conclusion here is that therefore contradicts the totality of conclusions. And that's going to be a contradiction, Infinity. You're lost in the conversation. So I'll ask you the question again. The question is a very clear one, right? What's the argument where the conclusion is that God exists, Infinity? He gave the wrong fucking argument. I'm actually like disgraced. I feel like bad for him right now. He's like embarrassing himself. He doesn't even know what he's arguing.
Can I answer the question without being interjected? Thank you. So Archie, is my mic clear?
No, yeah, your mic is clear. I didn't mute him because I thought you were AFK.
Yeah, that's fine. So one, Goons, I didn't give the wrong fucking argument. I told you these premises justify the fact that God exists. Just because the conclusion is laid out to be differently within text doesn't mean that isn't the premises I'm using to justify the fact God exists. I already laid out the argument verbalized within VC. I said I wasn't going to read out each premise because the argument was too long to read out. Whether or not I'm using the same conclusion as the one in text is distinct though. So we can talk about the inference rule after. Can you respond to what I just said? Tell me if you disagree with that.
Oh, okay, we can actually just clarify for everybody in here. What's premise one of the argument where the conclusion is that God exists?
Premise one itself is not justified the conclusion.
What is premise one, dumb fuck?
So Archie, can you please mute him? Yeah, thank you. This dude doesn't know how to take turns, so I'm just gonna speak to him like this calmly so he can learn how to retaliate in that type of way. So premise one of the argument is since essence and existence are non-identical.
Wait, did you cut out or was that the end of your sentence?
Hello, do you hear me? Hello, do you hear me?
Now. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so premise one of the argument is the following. Our essence is identical to our existence, or our essence is distinct from our existence. That premise alone is not supposed to follow or is not supposed to entail the conclusion. That premise alongside other premises are supposed to entail the conclusion. That's usually how deductive arguments work, Goons. Maybe you don't know that, so I'm fine with amping you just like I just amped your father turns. So do you have an objection towards that?
Yeah, wait, just to be clear, Infinity didn't cut out right there. He didn't know what to say, so he stopped talking. He reflected on how retarded what he was saying was, and he stopped talking and pretended like he cut out. I just want to make that very clear to the entire audience, okay? So I'll address what he said. Now, Infinity, do you have... Wait, Infinity. Do you have the interpropositional dependence relation that addresses the existential quantification in premise one of that argument, or not? Do you have that or not?
Archie, can you mute him real quick? So can you mute him real quick while I speak?
He's scared. He can't. No, he's scared. He has to mute me. He's scared.
Well, now I'm gonna mute him because this guy doesn't know how to stop talking. But to clarify though, I'm not gonna instantly mute you guys if you guys just give a point, unless both of you guys agree to the talking stick. I'll just mute if like one of you guys like arguments just become inaudible to the point that we can't.
Yeah, so just to be clear, Goons, one, I did cut out. Everybody can vouch that I consistently cut out because my Wi-Fi over here is ass. Secondly, you're not rhetorical, my nigga. You just have a ramble fest and everybody in chat agrees that you just rambled other than your dick writer said. So there's no point in giving out those shitty ass rhetorical rambles when nobody finds it appealing at all. Not even a fucking judge or moderator finds it appealing. There's no point for that at all. Thirdly, I already gave the justification for what I said. I don't care about responding to your random Apollo jargon that does nothing for you. So do you have an actual objection or question? Can you answer that question, please, instead of dodging and then asking questions that are irrelevant to my points?
Yeah, he's gonna like talk so much his jaw's gonna go numb. Just calm down there, Infinity. So I asked you a very clear question and you dodged it and you ran because you're a little bitch and you're scared of it. So I'll ask the question again and hopefully this time you answer the question because you have to keep muting me because you can't engage in good faith manner, right? So the question is, what's going to be the interpropositional dependence relation such that there is an existential quantification? I want a clear answer to that. Don't dodge.
keep in mind, this dude in this initial point talked more than me. So him proposing or commenting on the fact that I talked for a long time, quote unquote, which it wasn't even a long time. Maybe it's long for him relativistically because the dude doesn't even fucking track regular shit. But anyways, so I don't need to respond to the question you just asked at all. I literally just asked you, one, why is it relevant? Two,
who in
He's
the
running,
chat?
bro. He's literally running. I'm telling you. He did this
sometimes
before,
he
bro.
does
He
that.
does this all the time. He ran. Every time he starts losing, he pretends like his mic cuts out and he leaves the fucking VC every single time. It's so embarrassing.
Wait, hold on. You just said VC.
yeah, wait, no, I didn't mean to say that. I meant to say let me up. But one, I did not run at all. I literally just lagged out. Everybody can vouch that I consistently lag out.
Oh, you can't play it off now.
Yes,
You can't
Archie,
play it
please,
off.
Archie, can you please mute him? This dude doesn't know how to take turns, just like you just commented on. So when I consistently lag out of all of my debates, everybody can vouch that. Just because you are loud micing doesn't mean you're winning or anything like that. And I'm not afraid of your loud mic. I debate Archie all the time, who has a way louder mic than yours. He literally just bitched you a couple days ago. So don't even try to do that dumb shit. Anyways, the justification for premise one, I already gave it during our conversation, which was cordial, and then you switch it up once you realize you can't debate regularly. As soon as you realize you can't beat me if you debate regularly, you started loud micing, and then I'm now going to demonstrate how you can't beat me while you're loud micing. So go ahead, start loud micing again. Go ahead. Because that's all you can do. You have no objections. You have no relevant questions.
Wait, are you
have no
saying
argument
so
as to
no
why Archie?
moderation,
Hold on.
or
No, I do want moderation, but I'm just
Okay.
expecting the fact that
Like
he's going to
when
allow
to
me.
respond?
But yeah,
Like you wanna-
Goons, you can go ahead and answer the question. Why is your question relevant towards my argument? Go ahead.
Gotcha.
Oh, the question is relevant to the argument because the argument can't be sound unless you justify it, right? And the justification is going
Yes,
to be.
but the reason why it sounds
Wait,
because there's
we'll
connections
calm down
between
there.
the argument.
Calm down there, Infinity. Right? You didn't want to overtalk
Wait,
me. Okay.
I don't need to calm
So
down.
I'm gonna. Yeah, just calm down there. So just to be clear, right? The question is relevant because it's a justification for the proposition, right? And that's just going to be a property of the proposition, right? And that's what I'm requesting. So I'll ask it one more time, and if you dodge, right, everybody in the VC is going to recognize that you're fucking running from the question because you know you don't have the intellectual capability to engage in a good faith manner, right? And the reason that I had to overtalk you earlier is because you randomly started overtalking me, because you got insecure, because you blundered, because you made the wrong argument. You didn't know what the conclusion that you were even arguing for was. So I'll ask the question again, right? What is the interpropositional dependence relation given the existential quantification in premise one?
Brother, every single time you speak, you go on a ramble fest that nobody finds appealing. I don't know what you're trying to do. You're going to send this recording to Mason so he can vouch that you won, but none of your friends are actually going to truly believe you won. They're just going to point out your insecurities and then tell you in DMs that you don't have to leak the messages. They might tell you that you win, but nobody actually believes that you win, Goons. You're fucking ass. All you do is loud mic. And just to be clear, initially, you started over talking me. I was speaking before you, and I was also clarifying something because you were too retarded to understand it the first time, even when I was speaking cordially and comprehensively. Now, the justification for the position that I have, which is that the argument is sound, is that there is a connection between each primacy in which infers a conclusion. I gave justification for each primacy that infers that conclusion, which is the fact that since essence and existence are non-identical, and essence is not something that's instantiated in virtue of existence, but it has to be instantiated in virtue of something else, that instantiator or system that instantiates whatever would be God. That's the justification I gave. I don't care about answering your question in a direct manner. You giving these shitty ass rhetorical tactics is not doing anything for you, Goons. You're making yourself look bad. So I suggest you just engage in conversations in good faith.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Just this time, don't overtalk me, so I don't have to like obliterate you like the last time. Let me go.
I mean,
here.
you didn't obliterate me.
So I'll actually read through this one more time. You're doing it again. Like this is why I had to blow you out last time. Infinite, just calm down, okay? So I'll ask you the question again because this is just going to make P3 obviously false here, right? If there's going to be a higher level theory, what's going to be the deontic modality that's going to be irreducible in that conclusion?
Wait, you can re-ask the question, but just to clarify, I didn't overtalk you there. I literally waited until there was a moment of time in which you wasn't speaking, and then that's when I spoke. But what was the question?
You started talking like in the middle of my sentence when I like got to the next word?
No,
you consider that like having talking time?
No, you paused. Yes, I have talking time whenever you're not talking.
Yes, wait, you were just to be clear. Every single time there's a slight pause, you think that's your turn to talk? Are you actually that autistic, Infinity? I'll ask the question again since you're losing optics so terribly.
I promise you, you don't have to ask the question for the 23rd time. Now, Infinity, I was going to say, technically it is his turn to speak because you asked him to re-ask the question. So I was going to say, like, I'm not going to mute him here. Like, I just kind of, in my opinion, obviously I'm not the progressor. So, like, if you guys just want to ape, like, I'll unmute you, Infinity. Like, Like, do you guys not? Because
I just want to
moderation
clarify,
was like your pick.
Archie.
No. What do you guys? What did both of you guys want? What did both of you guys want?
I'm fine with moderation, but just to clarify, whenever he's not speaking, it's my turn to speak. He didn't speak for that last second, therefore, within that last second, I'm able to speak. That's the argument for that. Secondly, the justification for whatever.
Wait, that's not an argument. That's just you repeating the conclusion.
That is an argument. I just gave a premise, retard. Are you stupid? I just gave a
premise. Wait, do you think do you think you can have a one premise argument, you fucking retard?
One premise arguments are, yes, one
premise. Wait, okay, then what's the justification for the first premise?
What premise do you think I laid out? Go ahead. Can you recite to me?
Are you going to answer my question?
Everything. Wait, Archie, can you?
Infinity, are you going to answer my question?
Wait, so are you going to answer my question? Because I asked the question initially.
Infinity, are you going to answer my question?
I'm pretty sure I asked the question.
Infinity, are you going to answer my question?
Don't duck my question with another question, Goons.
Infinity, are you going to answer my question?
Because you're retarded, Goons.
He can't do it. He can't do it.
Wait, so just to be clear, Chad, I asked the question first, and he answered.
He actually can't do it. Answer my question.
Wait, I don't think answering a question with another question is informative, Goons. Are you just going to ask another question?
Answer my question.
Do you even remember my question?
Why can't you answer my question?
Do you even remember my
Infinity, please just answer the question so we can progress the... Infinity, just please answer the question.
Wait, Archie, can you moderate?
Wait, what are you doing right? You've had like 3 times as much talking time as me, and you still retarded in the conversation, Infinity. Please answer the question.
We can have a good conversation.
Infinity, I've asked you the question 3 times now.
I got you. Why are you asking if I'm a femboy, bro? All right. Okay. Listen. Basically, okay. How about this? Because I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really been paying attention. I'm not the judge. I'm just the moderator. So I don't really know whose turn it is. From the last point that I can remember, you had asked him to restate his question, which I believe he was asking about the deontic view or some. I wasn't listening, but so can you guys both clarify, like, what were you guys on? Like,
it's my turn. He just said I was speaking before him and he cut me off. So let me re-clarify something for the chat real quick. There's 3 questions on the table right now. I'm only going to recite 2 because I know Goons has a tracking issue and I want him to have the ability to recite the last one so I can make sure he's actually keeping up with the conversation properly. So the first question on the table is, do you have an objection towards the argument? The second question on the table is it the case, is it the case that you heard the first premise? Yes or no?
Answer my question now.
I already asked my question first, so
answer my question now.
Asking another question, hold on. Asking a question or answering a question.
Are you gonna dodge?
Is not informative.
Look, if you want to just like lose all of the optics by not answering my question, that's fine. Right? You can commit like optical suicide if that's your fucking preference.
He just asked my question. He just answered the question. Or I asked the question. I apologize. Yeah, thank you. So 1, I asked the question first. I'm not dodging a question by asking you to answer my initial question. I proposed a question. I don't believe it's informative to answer a question with another question. Nobody believes that's informative other than your philocom, which is retarded and taught by fucking Apollo. Nobody thinks you're good at Goons. So do you have an actual good faith objection, good faith question, relevant question, anything that you can bring to the table that can do something against Infinity's rhetoric or argumentation? Yes or no? That is a new question I'm proposing. Since you failed to answer the first 3 questions, you probably don't even know the third question.
Infinity's tactic is just to ask like 35 questions after I ask 1 question and fucking run away from it. It's not working for you. It's not optically appealing for you, Infinity. So I'll ask the question again, and if you actually wait, calm down, Infinity. So I just want to be clear here. I don't even have to try to win rhetorically. You're literally doing all of the heavy lifting for me, Infinity. You look fucking retarded in the conversation. So I'm going to clarify calm down, Infinity. I want to have a good faith conversation here, okay? I don't want you running from the question again, okay? So because you don't remember the question and you got insecure and you asked 35 questions after you fucking lost, right? I'm going to ask the question again, and hopefully this time you can internalize what it is that you're listening to. What is the interpropositional dependence relation given the existential quantification in premise 1?
Yeah, so there's multiple things here. So 1, that is literally your tactic. All you do is ask 80 questions each.
He can't answer it. He can't answer it.
Archie, can you please mute him? I was completely silent when he spoke because I don't have to allow Mike and interject to actually win debates. So just to be clear, let me lay out the philocom tactics for you guys. This is what you do. You ask a question and then you allow Mike and interject your opponent whenever they try to answer. So you can just make comments on how they're not answering the question, even though they're attempting to answer it, but you cannot hear them due to their opponents or whoever's asking the questions loud Mike. That's how it works, Goons. If you ask a question, you cannot simply interject while the person is trying to answer. The same as when you're having a real situation or a real conversation, which I know you never have because all you do is Discord debate Apollo. When you have a real conversation, you don't answer questions with other questions. Wait, how was your day today? Did you go to the barbershop? That is not informative. That does not answer the original question, which was the following. How was your day today? Even Manny understands this, my nigga. You're getting blown out currently, Goons. You need to go get in by Apollo again when you ask them for philo arguments in DMs, retard. So, like I said, I'm not answering your question until you answer my question, until you explain the relevance with your question, and until you lay out what the question means, because currently I don't believe that's comprehensible to anybody in VC. You're just saying random Apollo jargon like I've said for the last 3 times, which you probably didn't track the last 3 times, which is why I'm repeating it, retard.
Okay, I'm gonna re-ask the question, and hopefully Infinity doesn't run from it again. Infinity, I know you've talked so fucking much that you're losing oxygen to your brain, and that's why you're being retarded right now, because you've talked so fucking much, you've lost so much oxygen through your brain, you know you look retarded in the conversation, and you can't answer the question. The reason you just rambled so much, even though there was a clear question on the table, is because you know you're intellectually, optically, and rhetorically outpaced. No matter how many people DM you and tell you look good in the conversation, I'm still gonna win the fucking vote. I still look better than you. I'm still smarter than you. You still can't address a single fucking point out of mine. I'm going to do this one more time, Infinity. And if you dodge the question again, nobody's going to be convinced. Everybody's going to think you look retarding. I'm going to ask the question one more time, and hopefully you don't run. The question is, what is the interpropositional dependence relation given the existential quantification in premise 1?
Okay, look, I'm going to speak cordially, and I'm going to speak in baby terms. Well, maybe not even just baby terms, retarded terms.
When a question is asked, Goons, you don't answer the question and another question. This is a very simple concept. Everybody in chat repeat to me. When you ask a question, you don't expect another question as any type of informative answer. I thought this was basic, Goons. So once again, I'm not answering your question until you do the following. These are the criteria that you need to propose and actually reach for me to answer your retarded question, which is obviously something that is already answered by the argument that I laid out. But anyways, 1, explain the relevance with the question, which is something I grant you already did. You said it's relevant towards whether or not the argument is sound. I already justified it being sound, by the way. 2, explain what you mean in a comprehensible way. Stop using Apollo jargon. 3, you answer my questions that I laid out initially. Keep in mind, those questions were proposed way before you proposed this new retarded question.
Okay, I genuinely, and this is purely out of good faith, I really think we needed to mute Infinity for like 10 seconds to give him talking time, right? And have him actually think of what he's going to say before he starts talking. Every single time he starts talking, he doesn't even know where the sentence is going to end up. And when he does arrive there, he looks even more retarded than he did when he previously began the sentence, okay? So again, every single time he goes on these tangents and every single time he rambles and makes himself look worse in the conversation, nobody's convinced and nobody thinks that he's answering the question. I don't know why you keep running from the question. In fact, I actually do know why you're running from the question. It's because you know you look terrible right now, okay? I don't know why you keep saying all of this gibberish and none of it's interacting with what I'm saying and think that it's intelligible, A, or B, worth responding to. Everybody sees that you're getting fucking blown the fuck out. You keep losing polls, you keep looking retarded, and nobody thinks you look good. So I'm going to ask you the question. Actually, I'm not even going to ask you the question is. I know you know what the question is. I just want you to answer the question. Go ahead, Infinity.
Okay, so just to be clear, since you're not understanding it when Infinity says it, I want my roommate to say it. Go ahead.
Bro, when you fucking ask a question, you just fucking answer it with another fucking question, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Goofy ass.
Thank you, retard. Even my roommate understands that when a question is asked, you're not supposed to answer it with another question. Anyways, would you like to move on?
Yeah, I know you would like to move on. I want to answer to my question, and I don't want you to lay out 6 fucking questions every single time I ask a question.
Keep in mind, that doesn't even follow because I actually asked the question initially, and then in response, you asked your question.
Wait. You think you asked the question initially?
Yes, the question was whether or not you have an objection towards the argument.
Wait, we can actually play.
For premise 1. But yeah, we can move on. This isn't going anywhere. You're not tracking.
Wait, we can actually play this back, and I can prove to you why I asked the question first, you fucking retard. I'm going to end this right now. I'm going to end the recording right now, and what we're going to do is we're going to stream it, and we're going to play it back and show how you fucking look retarded and dodge the question, and then ask 10 questions after that, and then said, answer my question as soon as you're done. Every single time, you run from the question. So I'm going to end the recording, we're going to play it back, and I'm going to eviscerate you. This is actually hilarious.
Just to be clear, can you tell me what question I'm talking about? And
He actually can't. I'm gonna play it back.
Archie, can you please meet him? So Sakazuki, you weren't even in the VC when I asked the question. The question was the following: do you have an objection towards the argument? That was the question that I asked. That was the first question I asked. He did not give any objection. Instead, he asked the question, which is not an answer to my original question, whether or not the argument reached some type of criteria for being sound. That was the question that he asked initially. which was after the question I asked initially. So yes, there is a line of questioning. He didn't answer my question. Therefore, why would I be charitable and answer his retarded question, which is obviously answered by the message I sent beforehand? So I don't care about your vouch in chat if you weren't even in VC.
Wait, okay, maybe he's like autistic and he can't easily infer that question was obviously answered with me asking a question. Obviously, there's an implication that I have a problem with the question or that I need a clarification because he can't engage in a good faith manner. Obviously, if he's asking if I have an objection and I have a question about the argument, the answer to his question is going to be contingent on whether or not he answers my question. I don't know how the fuck he couldn't infer that, and I don't know why the fuck he has his roommate watching him getting blown the fuck out in the conversation. So please answer the question, because the answer to your initial question is actually contingent on you answer my question. This is why you're getting blown the fuck out right now. Just answer my question and stop running, you brain-dead fucking retard. Holy shit.
The fact that I can go on deaf and undeaf and you still are rambling about literally nothing is kind of crazy to me. By the way, hey roommate, who's winning real quick?
Bro, you're fucking, dude, you're an imbecile, bro. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about?
So just to be clear, by the way, the question that you asked did not answer my question at all. Whether or not you have an objection is completely distinct from whether or not you have a question about the argument just because you're confused on what it says. So if someone says, do you have an objection towards the modal ontological argument? And then you ask in response, what do you mean by modal? That is not an objection. Just to be clear, that's a very simple concept. That is an objection. That's just a question.
Wait, Infinity. You don't think, wait, hold on. If I say something and I, wait, hold on, Infinity, calm down. If I ask you a question and I say, do you have an objection, right? Do you not need clarification on what the question is before you can object to it, you fucking retard? He doesn't know! He doesn't know!
Can you meet him while I answer his question, please? He doesn't know how to take turns, which we've both noticed. So to answer your retarded question, in some instances, you can require clarification or ask for clarification to figure out whether or not you have an objection. However, whether or not the question itself that you ask is informative of whether or not you have an objection is distinct. Everybody in chat can vouch for the fact that you just said the question was an answer to my original question, which was the following: do you have an objection? So if you admit that your question, quote unquote, was an objection or was an answer to my question, but you just said the question might lead into an objection or an answer to my question, those are two distinct claims. So I agree you can hedge because you're making yourself look bad and retarded, but I don't want you to do that in good faith. We were supposed to have a cordial conversation, but as soon as you realize you can't beat me normally because I'm Infinity or something, you just wanted to start loud micing and spurting just to get blown out of your own fucking debate.
I'm actually unconvinced that your fucking roommate isn't your caretaker, just to be clear. But I'm gonna further this conversation by clarifying, Infinity, and this is why you lost this fucking debate, and you're getting fucking laps run around you in this conversation, Infinity. Just to be clear, right? If you ask a question, right, and that question is, do you have an objection to this proposition? And I don't even actually understand what the proposition is because I haven't clarified it. Obviously, that's going to be me not affirming the proposition, which is obviously answering the question, you brain-dead retard. Now, if you have an objection to what I just said, tell me what it is, you fucking retard.
Yeah, so everybody in chat, just to be clear, hold on, let me turn my mic lower. Everybody in chat, just to be clear, what this dude just told me was, I disagree. I agree you disagree, Goons. All you did was just affirm the negation to what I said. What is the argument? There is no argument you can lay out on the table currently that justifies the fact that, shut up.
You're not answering my question, you fucking retard. Do you know what the question was?
Hey, Archie, can you please mute him? Thank you. This dude, like I said multiple times, doesn't know how to take turns. It's still crazy how he hasn't learned it. He cannot overtalk me. I don't know why he keeps doing it. But anyways, so just to be clear, what you just said was, I disagree. If I were to assert that God exists and I give an argument and then you say, well, I disagree that God exists, what does that mean? It means you disagree. I agree you disagree, Goons, but what is the argument as to why what you just said is true? What is the justification? You asking a question, which was your original claim, by the way. You said your question did answer my question, which was whether or not you have an objection towards the argument. Now you're saying your question, which is a question of clarity, can lead into another answer, which was whether or not you have an objection towards the fucking argument. So can you please stay on one topic and take one position? When you swap, I don't think anybody in VC will comprehend what the fuck you're saying and understand what you're saying, because you're not even staying to one position. You're not upholding one position. You keep flip-flopping to make yourself look better knowing you're getting your back blown out. No homo.
Wait, Infinity, just to be clear, you don't think that if I ask you, do you object to X proposition, and you don't understand X proposition, do you think that you even have the ability to object to X proposition, you fucking retard? That's a yes or a no, by the way.
Yes, by the way, yes, you can.
Okay, then you just conceded that you're fucking wrong, you brain dead retard. You just conceded that you're wrong. You don't even know we're in the conversation. You don't even know that you just conceded the entire debate. What you just said, absolutely.
Speaking, Archie, why is he? Thank you. So to answer your question, yes. You can, okay, look, you can have a question, which was whether or not you can object to argument. And even with a lack of clarity, you can still object to the argument. So the answer to your question is, by the way, your question was, to my understanding, the following. Can you have an objection while having a lack of clarity? The answer to the question is yes. Whether or not it's a good faith objection is distinct from whether or not it is an objection. The topic of conversation and the question you asked was correlated to whether or not it's an objection. So if you give the modal ontological argument, I can say the sky is blue, Archie is gay, blah, 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 blah. That's an objection towards the argument. Whether or not it is a good faith objection that I truly believe in is distinct, goons. So please, 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 please think before you speak. Overanalyze the questions you ask so you don't get trapped in dumbass answers like this, and then maybe you will realize that you're not up for debating me yet. You can stick to people like C and Shinra. You're not on this level yet, goons. Debating Apollo then beating him.
He's like stumbling over himself. So just to be clear, right, the reason you're getting smacked by my rhetorical dick is basically you can't answer a question in good faith, and you haven't been able to the entire conversation, Infinity. So I want to clarify, right? You said that I didn't answer your question, and obviously I answered your question, meaning I didn't affirm the proposition, which obviously answers the question on whether or not I affirm the proposition when I asked for clarification on the proposition. You're literally getting laps run around you in this conversation, Infinity. Now that we've clarified that you're wrong on this point, we can go back to the other point, which is what's the argument where the conclusion is that God exists? Because the last time you failed to do so, you failed to do it verbally because there was no inference in the conclusion that you draw verbally. So I'm going to ask you the question about the conclusion that God exists. What is going to be the argument that God exists? Because you fucked up the last time that you tried to do that, Infinity.
I would like to stay on the first point. Can you please mute him?
No, I got you if he interrupts, like, which he probably will.
Okay, thank you. So just to be clear, I did verbalize the argument. You saying that there's a lack of an inference can only be based upon me not answering your question, which I already gave the criteria for me answering your question. The other question that I'm going to ask is, have the criteria been met? Just to answer for you, because I already know you're going to be a cuck and dodge the fucking question. No, the criteria have not been met. Have you answered my questions? No. Have you became good? No. So why would I answer your questions? The answer to that new question is, there's no reason as to why I should answer your questions. Now,
okay,
why is he over talking me? Please mute him.
Wait.
Yeah. So the first thing I actually didn't even.
Who unmuted? Am I tripping? I don't remember. I thought I was tripping at first. I was like, I hope someone's not interrupting.
Okay.
All right, good.
So yeah, after you said the gay rhetorical dick shit, all you did was repeat your disagreement. Goons, I agree. We both do not agree with each other. That is why we are arguing over this point. We both disagree. What is the argument as to why your disagreement is just? Do you have an argument? Damn. Would you like to conclude? This isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I actually think that you're like one professional evaluation away from being like clinically a retard. Okay, I actually and just to be clear, there might just be like a an IQ like paywall for you to like actually understand what it is that I'm saying, because you failed to address. Wait, actually, Infinity, do you even remember what the question was? Actually, I'm genuinely curious now. Do you remember what the last question was, Infinity?
Are you actually asking him that, or are you gonna continue?
I'm genuinely. Wait, actually, yeah, Infinity, do you know what the last question was?
So one, I'm going to answer that question, by the way, so I don't want you to interject me. So when I told you to recite one of my questions, you never did it, so I have no reason to give you charity, but I will recite one of the questions that you asked. One of the questions that you asked is, what was the inference rule for the argument that I verbalized? The argument that I verbalized was the following: if essence and existence are non-identical, then it would follow that there has to be an enabler of essence, which I will label God. By the way, that is literally modus ponens. Hello, it's an if then, and then the if is actualized, therefore the then must follow for it to be a valid argument.
Wait, do you think that answer the question was, what was the last question that I asked, Infinity? Do you think that answered that question?
Maybe you weren't listening, but...
Oh, okay, so then that's not an answer to the question, Infinity. The question was, what was the last question that I asked you, Infinity?
Can he please be muted? Hey, Archie, can he please be muted while he asks me a question so I can answer?
What was the last question that I asked you?
Yeah, so Archie, can you please be muted while I answer his question? Yeah, thank you. So, like I said, you did not answer any of my questions.
Therefore, I have no reason to be charitable and answer your questions. However, I'm going to be charitable and answer one of your questions, even though you did not meet my criteria. You're not being rhetorical by asking questions and then calling me a dodge or a ducker just because I'm not answering your questions, although you're doing the same thing. You're hypocritical as fuck, you dumbass nigga. So anyways, to answer your retarded question, which is the following: what is the inference rule for the argument you just verbalized? The argument I verbalized was, if essence and existence are non-identical, there has to be an enabler of essence, and I will label that as God. The inference rule is modus ponens. That's what the argument is. That's what makes the argument valid. If P then Q, P therefore Q, the argument is valid. Do you have a answer to any of my questions? Because I'm not going to move on if you're not going to answer my questions. We can just conclude or leave the debate off there. Good debate. GG's, easy claps.
Wait, the question wasn't whether or not it's valid. You're just like lost in the conversation, and that wasn't the most recent question I asked you. So you're wrong on 2 points right there. Just to be clear, Infinity. So wait, hold on. Jesus, calling this guy a retard is like an insult to retards. He's actually so retarded. Yeah, he has to overtalk me because he knows he's fucking lost. Now, look, Infinity, right? There's a very clear question on the table, which you've dodged. Just to be clear, you haven't been able to answer a single question, and you lied about whether or not you asked a question first. Even when I granted that you did ask that question first, I even said that me asking a question actually answered the first question. So you've been lost on like 4 different occasions. You've lost every single point that you did. You didn't even give an argument with the conclusion that God exists. You've got fucking blown the fuck out in this conversation. Literally nobody thinks that you look good. So please, Infinity, don't run from the question. Just tell me what the last question that you answered was. Hello, Infinity.
I mean, it's kind of hard to answer that question while serving me, Goons. Maybe you weren't looking at VC, but I was serving me, Goons. That's why I didn't answer your question. So there's a preponderance of things that you said. One, you said that nobody in chat thinks I look good, even though they think I'm rhetorically beating the fuck out of you, argumentatively beating the fuck out of you. And I don't believe that there is a knowledge discrepancy yet, because you have just asked questions. I haven't answered most of the questions because you have yet to reach the criteria. And that's what I'm going to keep saying. Unless you fit the criteria that I propose, which is multiple setup criterias, unless you fit those, I'm not going to answer your questions, especially since you didn't answer my questions. Another thing is, nobody thinks you look good, actually. That's why the polls are 20-0. Goons, your only vote actually is the fucking bots, dumbass. So I apologize. I didn't mean to say 0. I meant to say 1. Maybe that one bot vote actually accounts for something to you. Maybe in your delusions, that puts you above Apollo or Archie or someone who is actually good and who has substance, unlike your friends Mason, who you're relative to, you shitty ass nigga. So just to be clear, if I go to the recording and I demonstrate you asking a question, which is the following: what is the inference rule for the verbalized argument you gave? Would you concede? I want you to answer that question when it's your turn to speak. And then another thing is, if you're telling me that my initial question wasn't the following, do you have an objection towards the argument, which I asked during every single debate that I have, especially in my theological debates? Then you're literally a rat. I'm going to show that within the recording after this debate, and then you're going to realize that you're just losing your engaging in bad faith because you cannot beat me normally. And then for the hypocritical thing, once again, I want to touch upon that. You said I can only beat you, or I feel as if I can only beat you by interjecting. That is literally what you're doing. All I'm doing is applying your method, so you can realize that even if I apply your method or apply my method, you can't beat me either way because the level gap is just that huge. So you can see rhetorically you're not on my level, or rhetorically you're not on Archie's level. Who, my nigga, you would lose to Haram SpongeBob unironically, like you're fucking ass.
Yeah, wait, Infinity. I actually just want to be very, very clear here. Hold on, let me move to here. Hold on, let me move this off. So, what is the argument where the conclusion is that God exists? I'm going to write down P1.
So, wait, everybody in chat, maybe he's just failing to track, so I'll speak to someone competent. So, Yobi, to speak to you in chat, tell me if you're there in chat. Just say yo or some shit like that. Did I not just say I'm not going to be answering any questions, and no question is going to be relevant?
Infinity, what's P1?
So Archie, can you please mute him while I'm speaking? He just had his turn to speak, and he decided to use that up by asking a question that's retarded. But yeah, to speak to you, Yobi, an actual competent person, since my opponent seems to be having a lack of tracking or some type of cognitive issue here. Yobi, did I not say I'm not going to be answering any question, and that any question that he asked is going to be irrelevant towards the positions on who wins the debate, unless he fits the criteria that I proposed? Did I not say that?
Okay, thank you. So debate over, Goons. If you don't want to answer the questions because you want to engage in bad faith, look, I know you're from a community who only engages in bad faith because none of the people that you participate in debates with have substance. But guess what? Infinity isn't like that. Infinity is infinity. Infinity is not Mason. The law of identity, you stupid bitch.